Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
Trump just stunned North Korea with what he did minutes ago. In true Trump fashion, he is not backing down against the reckless North Korean regime that has directly threatened the United States. While our country would like, and Trump has tried, to settle the conflict diplomatically, Kim Jong-Un seems intent on bringing about the annihilation of both himself and his people. And Trump has given North Korea every opportunity to take a path that will not lead to the destruction of Kim Jong-un and his regime. It is up to North Korea now, to choose its own fate. This is a frightening time, but our prior leadership has failed in efforts to corral a maniacal regime. They've kept on developing nukes, and that just can't continue. Trump is doing what has to be done, in standing up to the bully and not backing down. If you agree and support Trump and our military men and women, please comment hell yay, Trump and share to gather support from everyone you know. And God bless America. H.T. The Hill. Top FBI guy just leaked horrible plan they have for President Trump. This is exactly as bad as it sounds. Today on CNN, former FBI Deputy Director Phil Mudd, who served under Robert Mueller, revealed the sickening plan the deep state has for Trump. Mudd said, "The government is going to kill this guy because he doesn't support them." This is not an over-exaggeration or joke. A man in the deep state and friend to the special investigator told an audience of millions that, "Let me give you one bottom line as a former government official. Government is going to kill this guy." If that alone didn't sound bad enough, he clarified his open threat almost immediately after by explaining that the CIA and FBI are ready to off the president because he does not support them. In Mudd's own words, "Let me give you one bottom line as a former government official. Government is going to kill this guy." He defends Vladimir Putin. There are State Department and CIA officers coming home, and at Langley and Foggy Bottom, CIA and State, they're saying, "This is how you defend us?" We saw the same thing in his transgender comments. What is the military saying to him on transgender? Show us the policy. You know what that means inside government? Ain't going to happen. What did the Department of Justice say on Paul Manafort? You can say what you want. A judge told us we had cause to search his home early in the morning because we don't trust the guy who was your campaign manager. The government is going to kill this guy because he doesn't support them. That is not a veiled threat, and it is certainly not minor. The deputy director of the current special investigator on Russia just said the FBI and CIA have a plan to kill the president. This should be top news, and the president needs to know immediately. Help to get this shared out everywhere so he knows what's coming and can work to stop it. The president just did something incredible for our troops, and the media is covering it up. This week President Trump celebrated the United States military in a huge way. On Monday, the president tweeted a personal message to U.S. troops, thanking all the brave men and women who have devoted their lives to serving the American people. Before he became president, Trump joked about how badly he had always wanted a Purple Heart. Though few know that he was actually gifted one in Ashburn, Virginia, from a former lieutenant colonel and current Trump supporter. The president has certainly never been one for holding back his appreciation for our armed forces, but he stepped up his game on the 235th anniversary of the Purple Heart. The medal is given to those who are killed or wounded in battle. Did you support American troops? What do you think President Trump should do next regarding our armed forces? Let us know. The media needs to cover more stuff like this from our president. Share this if you agree. Former CIA agent just came out and announced government's plans to kill Trump. President Trump's war against the Washington elite has now stoked the fears that he will be assassinated. CNN's counterterrorism analyst and former CIA agent Philip Mudd was literally quoted saying the government's gonna kill Donald Trump because he disrespected the deep state. Here is his full comment by Mudd. Let me would give you one bottom line, as a former government official, the government's gonna kill this guy. He defends Vladimir Putin. There are State Department and CIA officers coming home and at Langley and in Foggy Bottom CIA are saying, "This is how you defend us?" Mudd added. CNN's host Jake Tapper gave Mudd a chance to clarify, obviously when you're talking about killing you're using that as a metaphor. Well obviously yeah, responded Mudd, before going on to say, people talk about the deep state, when you disrespect government officials who've done 20 or 30 years, they're gonna say really, Vladimir Putin sends officers home and you support him before you support us. Are these the hints of something evil that's coming for President Trump? The liberal media has symbolically been trying to kill him since he became president. Chelsea Handler blames Republicans for the Texas church shooting, she gets crushed. Failed comedian Chelsea Handler recently left her show to become a full-time activist against Donald Trump. However, she is still as vile and disgusting as ever. After the horrifying church shooting in Texas that left dozens dead, Chelsea Handler immediately went to Twitter to blame all Republicans. Innocent people go to church on Sunday to honor their God, and while doing so, get shot and killed. What country? America. Why? Republicans, tweeted Handler in response. People immediately crushed her on Twitter for her generalizations. Hashtag not all Muslims are to blame for terror, but all Republicans are to blame for one guy shooting up a church full of mostly white Republicans, wrote Watson in response. This woman is insane, wrote Dan Bongino. How big of you to politicize the incident while the survivors are undoubtedly still making their way to the hospital, Chelsea. Disgusting, wrote another. Unfortunately, she wasn't the only liberal celebrity to use the tragedy as a way to say something awful about Republicans. NRA, you're a terrorist organization. You aid, abet, and protect terrorists, wrote Timothy Stevens. The NRA is soaked and bathed in blood. How do its adherents sleep at night? Wrote MSNBC's Joy Reid. FK Trump, FK Russia, FK guns. Yes, I'm FKing politicizing all of it, wrote Ellen Show producer Andy Lazar. Go to hell. Donna Brazile fires back at Hillary for trying to shut her down. Hillary Clinton's campaign responded to Donna Brazile's allegations against her. We were shocked to learn the news that Donna Brazile actively considered overturning the will of the Democratic voters by attempting to replace Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine as the Democratic presidential and vice presidential nominees, says a letter signed by major people in Hillary's campaign. It is particularly troubling and puzzling that she would seemingly buy into false Russian-fueled propaganda, spread by both the Russians and our opponent, about our candidate's health, it said. Finally, we are pretty tired of people who were not part of our campaign telling the world what it was like to be on the inside of our campaign and how we felt about it. We loved our candidate and each other, and it remains our honor to have been part of the effort to make Hillary Clinton the 45th President of the United States, said the letter. Donna Brazile struck back, saying that she will not be silenced and that she should be allowed to tell her story. For those who are telling me to shut up, they told Hillary that a couple months ago. You know what I tell them? Go to hell. I'm going to tell my story, said Brazile. I'm not on the payroll, George. I care about my country. I care about our democracy. And I say go to hell, because why am I supposed to be the only person that is unable to tell my story? Said Brazile. turn her off. Chelsea Handler ordered the military to do something sick to Trump. Outspoken comedian Chelsea Handler turned to Twitter and called for the military overthrow of President Trump. She literally called for a coup of our sitting president. These damn liberals have lost their mother-truckin' minds. Let me repeat that. Chelsea Handler called for the President of the United States to be removed this Friday by the military. To all the generals surrounding our idiot-in-chief. The longer you wait to remove him, the longer your name will appear negatively in history, she wrote. This is terribly timed. Trump just had to threaten North Korea this morning. He said, military solutions are now fully in place, locked and loaded, should North Korea act unwisely. Share this if you think it is horrible that celebrities are calling for a coup of our president. Does Chelsea Handler determine history? Shoot. I'll bet that in 4 years nobody will know who Chelsea Handler is anymore. Let's start ignoring anything to do with these celebrities. If they don't support this country, then this country shouldn't support them.